All right, queens, in this video, we're going to talk about how this can really, you can make this real. How can you make struggling for love a successful woman? How can you make it turn around? What is the proof? How can this happen? Well, number one, again, I don't know when you saw the other 3 videos. I hope you saw all of them through, but if you didn't, again, how you doing? And I hope you're doing good. So, the way that this is possible and the proof that once you start changing your mindset, once you start having healthy boundaries, personally, professionally, right, with yourself, once you start doing that, you will see the floodgates open again, but with the support. All great things happen when we have a guide. All great things are possible with a team, with support. 100%. We can't do this alone. We can't. And as a communication strategist and life coach, because the way we speak, a lot of the things we're just talking, but we don't effectively communicate to one another. Truth be told, right? And a lot of people are like, well, this is the way I was raised, or this is the way it's always been. Well, that doesn't make it okay, and it's not acceptable, and I don't stand for that, so we're going to do something about it, right? We're going to shut it down, right? Is that it all's encompassing if this is your life. And you deserve to have a good life, queen. You should deserve to have peace. You deserve to have peace. One of my clients, she's a mother of 2. And her husband was he was the breadwinner. And he was very aggressive. Not to the point of anything dangerous, thankfully, but very like, oh man, this is the way it goes. And I'm like, oh yeah, really? So every single time I spoke with her, I'm just like, tell me how everything is going. I want to know about your life. I want to know about how your day is going. I dig deep, right? Very deep. It's very important. And once I showed her my strategy, show her my framework, again, because this is what I went through. Hypocrisy is on the rise, right? I am not going to stand here and talk about something that I have not experienced. I cannot talk about the struggles of being a working mom and wife, working at a company and feeling just totally depleted and tired all the time and frustrated, and not feeling I'm working on my purpose, and just feeling spread thin and not showing myself enough self-love and not having enough self-boundaries until I did the work. And I had the switch. This is another powerful thing. Did the switch. But is that I had to decide what I was going to do to finally be in my calling and live in my natural, to help other women. This is what I'm doing and I love to do. So once I taught my client, and I don't like to disclose people's names because, it's very important. It's personal. And I'd be like, well, dang, and a lot of my clients are okay with that. But, a lot of very successful, and I understand privacy and not wanting your business out there. And I totally get it. So this is why we don't. But my particular client, once I taught her the framework and the specific framework that I give when it comes to confidence building, her husband was, and some, you see in the movies where the husbands are very like, oh, who is this woman, want a divorce? Oh no, he loved a new woman. At first it was off-putting, but he was attracted to the point now they have another child. Yeah. Yeah. He couldn't get enough of her. Yes. Because I showed her in a way, there's a dominating way you could do it. And yeah. There's a dominating way you could do it in a good way, And if you know your spouse, you're like, he don't know that. He doesn't know the new me that's evolved. And he definitely doesn't know me with Nadira's coaching. So, And I'm also the type where I want to talk to your husband too. See, I'm that type. I'm not the type that leave it separate. But like, no, your husband's home? That's him in the back? Hey, come to the phone. Come to the Zoom call. Yeah. And see, for a lot of people, they're like, oh, I don't have to be there. I'm like, what was that? How's your day going? Let's talk business first. Whatever makes you comfortable. I'm not going to just jump in and like your wife tells me this and that. I'm not going to do that. Approach is very important. Effective communication. And I'm a master at this. So yeah. And he would like hide. He would actually, whenever he would come home, I would see him a lot in the background. I was like, oh no, he's not escaping this time. Not this time. And I talk very loud. So I'm talking. I'm a mom too. Her kids are running in the background. I'm okay with that. As long as you Listen, life is happening. It's happening for all of us. We were all busy. I'm not like, get to a disclosed room and do this and that. No, if your call is now, and this is the only, this is our time, and this is specific time, and we need this session because we need to get you where you need to be. You need to be better, right? You need peace. I'm okay with that. I get it. I'm a mom too. I get that. Sometimes your kids are going to run in the room. But once I see your husband in the background and he's trying to avoid me, oh no. Okay. And he knows that he was the one buying the coaching. He didn't even think it was anything. He was just like, yeah, whatever. Like he didn't even think, like, I don't think a lot of people understand what coaching and personal development is. And I get it. It's very like, it seems this is very new, it's very nuanced, but it's not. It's not. So he's just like, yeah, whatever. I'll fit the bill. I don't care how much it is. And I'm like, okay, but this is your wife. This is your wife. This is your wife. And he had a breakthrough too. He broke down and had a breakthrough too. Like I said, now they have another child. So this is what I do. I love to do it. This is what I do. And the thing is about them, this is another thing is when I saw the two of them together and the way they were talking, he was aggressive because it was a cultural thing. That was another thing. He believed that men were supposed to be that way with women. And I told him, no, bruh. No. I come from a very strong man too. My father is larger than life, that man. He is my hero. So therefore, I know what it is to be a powerful man. And showing your soft side and being sweet and loving to your wife does not make you less of a man. And once I breakthrough the cultural side, we were getting somewhere. And when just seeing them together, eventually once I had that breakthrough with him, because I eventually, it even became couples counseling. That's fine. Listen, I'm about making sure you get what you need. That's why I said, whatever party's involved, if they truly love you, they're going to get here. You have to look at yourself. We got to do the work. We got to look at ourselves, right? Especially the people that we love. But once I had the breakthrough with him, because she had her breakthrough, which is great. This is why she's like, And he finally sat down, and the breakdown and the breakthrough. And I saw the way that the way she looked at him was just like, she was confident, but the love was still there. And how he looked at her, I was like, they are the right match. They were the right match. They gelled. It was just a lack of ineffective communication. And because of him culturally, she came from the same culture as him, but it was very like, man, say this and that. And I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. And once we had the breakdown and the breakthrough, and I was like, yeah, they're meant for each other. And, but then sometimes some people are not. Some people are not. And that's hard to say it's sometimes hard to see when you see people that are not. But the point I'm making is there is proof. And I care enough about what you're going through because it doesn't have to be your story. There is another way. There is light. Is this light on? I'll make sure this light is on. There is light and this light is on. There is light. Actually, you know what? Let's change the color. Let's see. Let's do some. Yeah. There is a way. There is a way. And with the frame that I've created, I created what I went through. Okay? What I went through when I was stuck. When I needed to have the switch, which I mentioned. When I was in my other previous employment and another customer came in and he told me out of nowhere, walking out the door, he told me, if you don't leave this place, you're going to hate yourself. That's what he said. He said, if you don't leave this place, you're going to hate yourself. And I was like, wait, what? It was like a movie. I've never heard him. He was always quirky. He never spoke like that before. But when he said that, I was just like, oh my God. But because I do believe in God, I wasn't like, oh my God, where did that come from? I knew it was God talking to me. God was like, Nadira, time to start helping, empowering more women. You're doing it, but you need to do it on a bigger scale and you need to have your own business, build your own table. You need to build a tribe. You need to have a movement. Let powerfully her be a movement. Help the women that need your help. They're so successful, but they're too afraid to say that they need help. That's another thing. That's another boundary, healthy boundary. You were afraid to say, I need help because I have the success, but what does that look like saying that I need help? What does it look like saying I can't find love? What does that look like? So I just continue on as if nothing's happening. No. You see how fired up I get? So when he said that to me, and I knew it was all God, a couple of days later, he came in. I'm like, hey, to the customer, remember when you said to me that, hey, if I don't leave this place, I'm going to hate myself? I kid you not. He said to me, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Remember we were talking and you were walking out the door and you turned to me like a total movie scene, a montage from a movie. And you said to me, if you do not leave this place, you're going to hate yourself." And then you just walked out. He was like, "I never said that to you." I'm like, "Won't he do it? Won't he do it? God is good all the time." So I knew that was God, and along with a lot of many other signs. But my point is, Queen, is that now is your time. No more waiting. As I'm recording this video, it is February 14th. It is Valentine's Day. And the reason why I'm saying that date is because I don't care about Valentine's Day. That's not important to me. That's just for marketing. None of that's important to me. What is important is you loving you. What is important to me is you giving self-love. What is important for me is you to be in your natural and to find peace. That's what's important to me. I want you to, the love that you need to find first is the love with you. That's what you need to do. Yeah. That's what you need to do. Valentine's Day is nothing. It's marketing. They just want consumerism. They just want us to buy more. Why is February 14th more special than February 13th? That means you love someone more on February 14th? I used to hate that in school where you just see everyone giving out the little things, and then the insecurity you would just feel just as a girl, just feeling like not pretty and enough. And you see all the other girls getting those, the candy and things, just how that made you feel. I know as a girl, I know. And now, girl, I know how it feels insecure. I know how it is as women. Our bodies sometimes are warring with us. And the loss of estrogen and hormonal. I know. And our knees going out. Oh my God, my knees. Girl, since I hit 40 on my knees, I'm like, what? All these things. To sometimes we're working so hard to finally not have to depend on anybody. And I am so for it. Have your own. I'm so for it. I do not subscribe to you don't need no man to do nothing for you. Don't ever depend on no man. I'm not about that. I'm about you being self-sufficient for yourself, being powerful for yourself, what God gave you so you could help others and help yourself. That's what I'm about. I'm not about men and the enemy, and I don't do that. I don't believe that. I'm not on the hating men team. No, I don't. We all need each other. Okay. That's a fact. So let's give love, but you need to start having self-love first. It's a fact. So you could be like my client that had another baby with her husband when she put her foot down and I called him out, which I love to do. It's so funny when you see the husbands. Not a lot of husbands come on, but the ones that do, I'm like, I love it. And it was actually another husband. I was like, so that's great. You're in Forbes again. He's like, yeah, I'm in Forbes. I was just like, are you a successful husband though? He didn't say anything. I'm like, I just want to know, are you a successful husband? He was about to get up out of his seat. I'm like, where are you going? You're doing great in the boardroom. Forbes says you're on the list again. Great. But are you Forbes at home? No one cares about Forbes at home, but are you the super dad and super husband? I'll wait. He's just trying to get out of his chair. Oh, you can't have the difficult conversation now. Oh no, where are you going? I was like, oh God. But got through to him too. So the point I'm making is, Queen, is Valentine's Day, none of that matters. What matters is that you start showing up for you and loving you. And you need a pathway to get there. That's why in the next video, I'm going to show you the pathway to get there and how it'd be an honor for us to take this even further. Because I know, for one thing, is that you deserve to have an amazing life, not just out there successfully, not just in the external world and your internal world, your first world first. Because you're wonderful and you're special and you're beautiful. And now is your time. We're not waiting anymore. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Thanks.